Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought I would show you how to do a fun, what I call a fusion card. This card is taking two different elements and fusing them together to make a totally different card. So let's get started. What we're going to use is our floral statements, and we're going to use the hello, and we are going to use our happy birthday Thinlets, and we are going to run it through the Big Shot and take it out in black cardstock. So let me show you what we've got to start off with. So we have run the hello through the Big Shot and ran the hello, stamped it with the black archival ink to get the image, and then we have run the happy birthday, which is the Thinlet, through the Big Shot and got the stamp out. So what we need to do is we need to carefully cut out the H for the hello. And actually we're not going to take off that little piece. We're just going to cut the flower round. This carefully as we go. Now again, you would spend more time doing this than I am. I'm doing it quite quickly for the video, but it's quite important to see exactly where we are going to cut, because we want the flower and we want the H. The H is the important thing, so we need to make sure that we cut round that quite carefully. Let me just take this piece out here so I can take it round here. And so just the H, all of the flower round. If you wanted to fussy cut the little tiny sort of stamen pieces, you can, but it works really well with just the flower and the leaves. So say take it right the way around on here, take the flower up around. Now you need to do it quite tightly on this leaf so you don't get the black of the E coming through. So snip that round on there quite tightly. So you're literally going up against the black line of the flower, and right the way through on here, round through on the corner, take it up. So as I say, you've got all of the flower through on here. Like this. Now our paper snips are absolutely lovely, because you can see I'm doing this at quite a bit of speed, and they are beautifully sharp. So we have the H. Now what I would also do is to cut the rose out of here. Now I'm only going to do it sort of roughly, but what you need to do is to take it down on the flower, and then you are going to snip away. So just the flower part on here and the leaves, but you're going to snip away the, so I'm doing this very roughly on this one because you don't want to see me cutting out for a long time. But as I say, fussy cutting is a patient craft that does take a little time, but it's worth it in the end. Now, it's quite easy to cut the rose round where the O is, but obviously where you're going to cut through on the, I'm actually going to take the top flower off just for this one. Okay, where you've got this part on here, you're going to cut this out carefully, because we don't want this piece in it. However, we can find a way of ensuring that we don't actually get that piece showing when we finished. So, okay, so we have two pieces. Let me get these little scrappy pieces out of the way. Now we are going to, on the happy birthday, we are going to remove the H. So we want to take it round on here, and again, always curve your scissors so you then get a nice curve on the A. And then on this one, you're going to curve round on the D. So again, you get a nice sort of curve. So we've got happy birthday now. And then what you're going to do is you are going to put the H in on there. So we need to colour in the flower to start off with. So what I need is, I'm going to do this one slightly different from the first one, so I'm going to do it in a Night of Navy. So let me get the Night of Navy, squeeze the pad. You have a little well in the front. So we are just going to take our aqua painter and pick up just a little bit of this colour, and we are going to take that through. The nice thing about aqua painters, as I've always said, is they're very forgiving and they blend through nicely. Now again with this, you can spend some more time doing it, bringing in some light and some dark. I'm just going over this fairly quickly just to give you an idea. But it's really a nice way for watercolouring through. And I'm doing this one so you can actually see how we can blend this up. And I'm not going to do the leaves on this one because you don't need to see that. And then on this one, I'm just going to very quickly just go through here. So you want to do it darker at the bottom, then bring it up lighter around on the leaves. Sorry, the top of the petals. You can then have a lighter little petal and just bring it down through on here. For the leaves, I would probably use, we've got a choice. With a dark one like this, I would probably use Emerald Envy, or I might even use Tranquil Tide. If it was paler, so the one that I did with the other, I think I used Old Olive. Okay, so we've got that. I'm just going to do the centres, and I've just got a marker pen, one of our Stampin' Right markers, which is lovely, and this one is the crushed curry. So literally just putting that in the centre so you can see it. Let's put this pad back. Right, so for putting it sort of together, I've chosen, I've got a card base, I've got a piece of DSP in Night of Navy which measures 5.5 by 3 3/4, and then I've just got an oval die cut out of a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and then we would put the happy birthday, or the happy birthday as it is now, on there, and we'd take the H and line the H up here and put that down. So you've got that on there, and then this little flower, just to balance it, I would tuck it in on this side down at the bottom. Let me just take that up carefully so I can tuck it in, and you can see where the piece is missing from it. I would then take the aqua painter and just carefully fill this in, so you can't actually see where the flower was cut out from the letter. So let me show you the one that I originally did. So you can see on here, you can't actually see where the gap was in the flower because I filled that in the, this one was done in the Sweet Sugar Plum. And again, you can see on the front, you've got, I've actually got a piece of that I just cut out on there. So it's a great way of doing a fusion of two different designs to actually come up with something different. So again, we used the Happy Birthday Thinlets, and let me just show you the die itself because you can see what a great die it is to cut out. So that's the size of the die that we used on that one. And we use the Floral statements, which again has become a firm favourite and I know is very popular out there at the moment. And we use the Hello. So a fun way of taking those two and turning it into one. Hope you enjoyed that today. As always, look forward to seeing you again. Details are over on my website, amethyststarcrafting.blogspot.com. Thank you very much and bye-bye.